Welcome to day 3 of our Bible Books Challenge. By now I hope you're getting the hang of what we're doing. Remember, there are 66 books in the Bible, 39 in the Old Testament and 27 in the New Testament, and our daily challenge is to work out which books of the Bible the picture represents, and secondly to try and get an idea of what the book is all about, and maybe to write a summary of what you found in that particular book. How did you get on yesterday with the pictures for day 2? Did you have a go as a family, or maybe with a group of your friends? Social media has proven to be a really good medium for us to be able to stay in contact with each other. My son, daughter-in-law and 2 grandsons were having a go yesterday, and I've been so impressed with them as they've shared with me the things that they've learned as they've looked at some of these pictures. So let's remind ourselves of pictures 3 and 4. Here we go, here's picture 3. Did you work out what it was? Right in the middle there we've got the word exit with loads of people going through it as they approach the water. Exit sounds a bit like the name of this particular book, and it means road out. Of course, this is the book of Exodus. Abraham's descendant Jacob, at the end of the first book of the Bible, Jacob's given a new name. And God gives him the name and he becomes known as Israel. But he is only one family, and his family grows into a nation, but a nation that is in Egypt. You may remember the story of Joseph and how he saved his family, the family of Jacob, the family of Israel. 400 years have passed, and this particular book, well, it's all a book about how God called a man called Moses, an Israelite, to lead the people of God out of Egypt, where they were slaves and treated very badly. As a baby, Moses is saved from death by Pharaoh's daughter, and he grows up in the palace of Pharaoh, where the Israelites, well, they were slaves here. But later in Moses' life, he escapes from Egypt himself, and he has an experience at a burning bush. Now, at the burning bush, God calls Moses to lead his people, the Israelites, from slavery and to freedom. Along the way, we read of the plagues on Egypt, as the frog in the picture, you can see, reminds us. We also have the Passover and the Red Sea crossing, all events that happen in the book of Exodus. So, that's that particular picture. Let's look at our next one. Now, we've got dry bones here, and that's a clue for you. We've also got the word easy, and that sounds a little bit like the beginning of this particular book's name. Yes, I'm sure you've got it. It's Ezekiel. So what is the book about in summary? One of the best known visions of the prophet Ezekiel takes place in a valley of dry bones. He is busy drying them using a towel, as you can see in our picture. Although the beginning of his name sounds like easy, his job was not an easy one. He is living in a foreign land alongside his fellow Jews. He preached and encouraged the people while they were in exile in a place called Babylon. His name means God will strengthen, and this underlines God's determination to stay faithful to his people even though they had turned away from him. So, having done our first 2 pictures, are you ready for the next 2? So this is numbers 5 and 6 for us. Here's number 5. So have a good look at that one. You need to look very carefully, particularly look carefully at the faces and the features on the faces and what the 2 people are doing. So there's that one for you to have a look at. And here's the final one for day 3, our 6th picture. Again, look at this character. Look at what's behind him and see if you can work out who this one is and which book of the Bible in the Old Testament it's representing. Well, I hope you enjoy doing those. As I've said in my previous 2 days, it just remains for me to say, have lots of fun. Remember that you're working out the book and a summary of what the book is all about, but have lots of fun, and I will be with you again tomorrow with day 4. Take care.